Having $133 billion in cash on hand means that Apple has enough money to pay a horde of attorneys who will flood people and businesses with litigation until the other side ultimately gives in to the demands of the computer giant. But Jon Prosser, who has been sued for leaking information regarding iOS 26, has stood his own and released a video discussing the design of the iPhone 17 Pro and other topics, which we have covered in depth. The camera bar, which takes up a significant amount of the back of the two flagships, is arguably the most noticeable change coming to the iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max. However, Apple may be introducing this aesthetic makeover for purposes other than alerting potential customers that they will be holding a new device. Prosser claims that the camera bar will be there to accommodate larger camera sensors and the gear that goes with it, based on rumors from unidentified outside sources. As most of you are aware, Apple introduced the iPhone 16 Pro with a tetraprism periscope zoom lens last year. This was the first time the iPhone 16 Pro Max was not limited to this improvement, but if the business wants to stay ahead of the competition, it must go farther. Prosser thinks that the camera bar will be there so that a larger sensor or periscope zoom lens can be attached to the top, offering a variety of image benefits. However, this has not been confirmed. To improve photography and filmmaking, the iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max will also come with a 48 megapixels telephoto camera in addition to 48 megapixels primary sensors. Even while all of these details are impressive, Prosser's bold decision to broadcast another video featuring Apple's ongoing case is something only the most courageous people can accomplish. Significant hardware improvements are anticipated in the iPhone 17 series, especially in the Pro variants. The A19 Pro chipset, which is intended to offer enhanced performance and energy efficiency, will be at the core of these gadgets. It is anticipated that this upgraded processor would improve the device's overall responsiveness, making demanding apps and multitasking easier than before. Additionally, 12 gigs of RAM will be included in Pro models, a significant improvement meant to enhance app performance and multitasking. Apple is implementing vapor chamber cooling technology to address heat management, which will assist sustain optimal performance during resource-intensive operations. In order to ensure a more robust and user-friendly experience, the display material used throughout the series has also been updated for increased outdoor visibility, decreased glare, and superior scratch resistance. Although the release of iOS 26 on your iPhone is still more than a month away, it is expected to happen this fall. Downloading and installing Apple's public beta, which CEO Tim Cook previously stated is by far the most popular developer betas we've had, along with the other beta operating systems, will allow you to begin testing the new features right away, according to 9to5Mac. Additionally, you may check our preview of the iOS 26 public beta release, which has the updated lock screen and home screen. The new transparent appearance, known as liquid glass, will be present in all of Apple's future operating systems. During the company's Worldwide Developers Conference keynote on June 9, the update is one of several significant improvements that will be made to iOS, macOS, iPadOS, and the rest of Apple's software suite. Apple's iOS roadmap this year is more centered on fundamental quality of life enhancements than it was last year, when it overpromised on AI plans. For example, your iPhone's phone and messages apps will soon get some helpful additions. Apple executives described the option to hold your place on a phone call while you wait for a representative to answer, as well as the ability to filter out spam texts and other unknown senders. Additionally, we're getting back a beloved function that we took for granted. Hint, it's in the Photos app. In contrast, Siri is in a holding pattern, since Apple has stated that its Better Voice Assistant, which was first announced at Worldwide Developers Conference 2024, will not be available until, in the coming year, you shouldn't anticipate significant changes to the current betas. However, there are rumors that Apple plans to give Siri a more significant brain transplant by integrating it with third-party AI models, such as Anthropic Claude or ChatGPT. This might make 2026 a significant year. A stripped-down AI chatbot is allegedly being developed by the corporation to compete with ChatGPT. Battery performance remains a deciding element for smartphone customers, especially as Apple's iPhone 17 series is anticipated to appear in September 2025. The upcoming lineup promises both impressive achievements and frankly disappointing compromises in battery endurance, especially given Apple's dubious decision to prioritize ultra-thin aesthetics over useful functionality. According to the most recent reports, internal testing data, and established benchmarks from the iPhone 16 series. We must first look at the remarkable performance standards established by the iPhone 16 series in order to comprehend iPhone 17 projections. During testing, the iPhone 16 Pro Max reached 18 hours and 6 minutes. In addition to having the longest battery life of any iPhone Apple has ever produced, it also outperforms practically every other phone we've tested. The ultra-thin iPhone 17 Air, which takes the place of the iPhone Plus model, is the most contentious and possibly foolish addition to the iPhone 17 roster. According to early reports, this design-focused tablet has huge trade-offs in terms of battery life, and it's honestly difficult to see why Apple would purposefully undermine one of its core features in order to achieve Instagram-worthy thinness. Several sources claim that Apple's internal testing has produced seriously alarming durability numbers for the iPhone 17 Air. In contrast to the 80 to 90% full-day usage rates attained by past iPhone models, Apple's internal testing revealed that between 60% and 70% of customers will be able to use the iPhone 17 Air for the entire day without needing to recharge the device during the day. In 2025, this is just not acceptable. By the afternoon, about one-third of users will be frantically searching for chargers for this flagship product. Samsung and other manufacturers have repeatedly demonstrated that Apple has the engineering expertise and resources to produce small phones without sacrificing battery performance. According to reports, the iPhone 17 Air's battery capacity will be drastically reduced, and the results are worse than anticipated. According to a leak, the iPhone 17 Air's battery would only hold 2,800 milliamps, which is significantly less than that of a typical iPhone. To be honest, this explains why the estimated all-day battery performance is so poor and marks a significant decrease from the existing iPhone Pro models. Apple's reaction plan. According to reports, Apple is taking a unique and significant move in recognition of these limits. According to sources, the business is creating a battery cover especially for the iPhone 17 Air. This would be the first time since the early days of the iPhone 6s that Apple has released a battery case in conjunction with a new iPhone model. This is like to conceding defeat before the product is even out. Perhaps the phone isn't thin enough to warrant the compromise if you have to offer a battery case in addition to it in order to make it functional. It's a temporary fix for a self-inflicted issue. Apple should be concentrating its efforts on the Pro models, which are anticipated to uphold and possibly surpass the remarkable standards set by their predecessors, whereas the iPhone 17 Air reflects dubious priorities. Building on the already industry-leading performance of the iPhone 16 Pro Max, the iPhone 17 Pro Max may expand battery life to 18 to 19 hours of active usage based on anticipated improvements in the efficiency of the A19 Pro chip and possible increases in battery capacity. It is projected that the iPhone 17 Pro will provide 15 to 16 hours of real-world use, combining efficiency gains from new technology with the robust performance trajectory set by current-generation handsets. AI-assisted battery enhancement. The addition of sophisticated battery management features is a noteworthy advancement for the iPhone 17 series. Although the feature set will be accessible on all iPhones running iOS 26, Apple intends to use the AI optimizations to extend the battery life of the iPhone 17 Air. Although these AI optimizations are truly amazing technological advancements, they seem to be an attempt by Apple to address an issue that they unintentionally caused. Instead of requiring artificial intelligence to attain a satisfactory battery life, the iPhone 17 Air should have a battery that is the right size. The unsettling reality is that Apple has the engineering know-how and financial means to produce a full range of products with outstanding design and long battery life. The Pro Max models are proof of this. Apple's tiered approach to basic features like battery life feels more like a cash grab than true innovation, and the iPhone 17 Air feels like a solution in need of a problem. The true test will be when these smartphones are available to the general public, but according to Apple's internal testing, the iPhone 17 Air is already positioned to let a large percentage of users down. The Pro models will probably perform better in the interim, resulting in an excessively large disparity in user experience within the same product line. We might be able to predict the release date of Apple's iPhone 17 thanks to the German website iPhone Ticker, which Apple Insider discovered. According to iPhone Ticker, the iPhone 17 event is scheduled for Tuesday, September 9, based on information provided by German cell companies. It aligns with the regular September schedule of Apple. The iPhone 16 Glow Time was released on Monday, September 9 last year. Pre-orders for Apple's newest products usually open the following Friday, which, if this source is accurate, would be September 10. The first shipments might then begin to arrive on or around September 20. According to the German website, the iPhone 17 will go on sale on September 20. With one significant exception, we anticipate that Apple will release the standard 4 iPhone 17 phones this year. According to rumors, Apple is discontinuing the Plus model in favor of the incredibly thin iPhone 17 Air, in addition to the base model iPhone 17, the Pro model iPhone 17, and the iPhone 17 Pro Max. The Pro variants should have a new camera array that is more akin to the Google Pixel, in addition to the incredibly thin phone. They may also have 12 gigs of RAM, a superior telephoto lens, and aluminum frames. Apple may be releasing those 4 models together for the last time. Rumor has it that Apple may introduce the iPhone 18 in 2 halves, with the entry-level iPhone 17 and the vanilla model coming out in the spring of 2027. So, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more exciting tech news and updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.